petting him, he acts like a normal cat and tries to get away from me. Whenever like I'm anxious, like he just stays there, starts purring, sometimes meowing.
Oh my gosh, animals are so good at sensing anxiety. I know my cat will like lay on my chest, and if I'm like breathing super kind of like shallow, where you're like when I have that kind of an anxiety attack, he like lays on my chest and he calms me down. And he's 22 pounds. He is a chubby cat, but he calms me down. And that's real nice, like a weighted blanket kind of. All right, what about like deep breathing? Have you guys heard of deep breathing? Yeah, where you kind of like focus more on your breath. Like if you're taking a test and you're starting to get real stressed, slowing down, taking some deep breaths, that's always good. Okay, I have one more idea, but I want to hear some more from y'all first. Can you think of anything else we could do either to distract or to kind of like soothe us?
Sometimes I draw.
Ooh, what kind of things do you draw? I'm curious.
I like draw random characters and stuff.
For sure.
Sometimes I draw animals.
I love that. I was always more of like a writer, so that kind of journaling, but drawing is an awesome skill too. Yeah.
Kind of like Callie, I have this clay at home, and I like sculpting, and I sculpt like mushrooms, like mushroom houses and little frogs. And right now I'm working on this like really chubby unicorn.
Oh, I love it. I love that. I feel like are you making like fairy forests or something?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
I'm making like a little neighborhood with all my favorite things.
Oh, I love that so much. Okay. We have any other ideas before I share mine? No? Okay. This one I wanted to share with you. I don't actually know what the name of it is. The senses one. Does it have a name?
I just always say 5 senses, just like to bring you back to the present.
Yeah. All right, so the 5 senses to bring you back to the present is what we're going to call it. And I wrote it down to make sure I did it in order. So you guys know what your 5 senses are, right? Right, you have your sight, your smell, your taste, your hearing, and touch. There you go. So that's kind of what this strategy is focused on. So you start with 5 things you can see. So when you're starting to get anxious, you're starting to get stressed, you feel like you're in that bubble, you feel like you can't breathe, you look around, 5 things you can see. Like I would be like, I can see, I think that's an axolotl playing a trumpet sticker on that bag, possibly. Yes. Yep, there's my one thing. The remote, the sticky notes, whatever. 5 things you can see. 4 things you can touch. It's like if you're sitting at a desk and you're doing your test or you're doing your schoolwork or whatever, what are 4 things you can touch? You can touch the table, a pencil, yourself, something like that. 3 things that you can hear. Maybe you can hear other people writing. Maybe you can hear whatever that noise just was out there. Maybe I can hear Callie giggle a little bit. 3 things I can hear. 2 things I can smell. I don't know what I can smell right now. Do you guys have any?
When you're in a room with 5th grade boys, you'll probably smell
So a little bit of BO, a little bit of something.
Coffee.
And coffee, there we go. Yeah, and then 1 thing you can taste, and that one's always kind of silly to me because if I don't have anything in my mouth, I don't really know what I'm tasting. But right now I can taste my breakfast. So I don't know what you got.
I can taste spit.
There you go. You can taste spit. Yeah. So that's just one strategy that you can use kind of when you're starting to feel anxious would be to think about your 5 senses. And it just kind of slows down your breathing, focuses you back on the present, all that kind of stuff that we were talking about. Does that sound good? Cool. Okay. I have a fun little activity now. Well, I think it's fun. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give each of you guys a little pad of sticky notes. And I want you to think of 3 coping skills. Could be ones that we talked about together. Could be ones that you thought of on your own that work best for you. So maybe taking a bath, whatever that would be. You write down 3 things. And then you're going to have a partner. So I'm thinking the 2 of you and then Giselle and I can be partners. And you're going to mix up. Actually, no. I'll give you the steps one at a time. How about that?
Or I can participate and be a partner.
Do you want to be Giselle's partner?
I'll be Giselle.
All right, so I'm going to give each of you 3 little sticky notes, and I want you to write down 3 coping skills that you think are going to work best for you or things that you already do. And if you don't have a pen or a pencil, I've got some. Oh, yeah. And can she aim? Not really. Oh, look at you guys with your writing utensils. You don't even need me.
Let me get it. I need one. Sorry, I'm messing up your mess.
You know, I was using it as my little background.
I have a whole entire bag of writing utensils if you need that. I have color pencils in here, and I have a highlighter,
I brought my cute little ones, too.
I got this.
Oh, I love that color. That's a good color. I got my little orca, my little
It's my
donut.
favorite color. So.
Does this have to be coping skills we can do here, like at school, or things that we can do anywhere?
Could be either or. So thinking
Okay.
about the situations that make you anxious in particular,
Mm-hmm.
what could you do? So if you get anxious mostly at school, what are some skills that you can do?
Okay.
Maybe it's the 5 techniques, maybe it's doodling on the corner, whatever it is that's going to help you. Oh, you were ready. Like star student
I
over
already
here.
knew what was happening.
You had the unfair advantage.